Hey, so it looks like you've won these. I'm gonna do two videos, recorded them in the opposite order because that makes sense. And some stuff on these might be a little wonky, so I apologize in advance. I did not make these ones. These are from someone else, and no instructions were given. And the site where they were uploaded is no longer existing, so I can't figure out who did it or anything like that. This is the only this one and the Power Up Prime. Power Up Prime I did have part in. So for this one, which I think was Elita 1, I'm not sure, you're just gonna fold this part forward. This part may come off. Don't worry about that. That is perfectly fine. We're gonna spread her arms apart here, so that they're straight out, and then you fold the hands over like so, and fold this hand down and spin the little blade out. So then you got the blade. These are based off of the Revenge of the Fallen lady bots that last about 26 seconds before they're killed, because that's what you do in Michael Bay movies. Let's pop this part out. Push the head forward from behind. You do want to push it through from behind. And watch this as it comes up, because this part's a little tight. There. And then we're going to swing the whole body forward until this part kind of matches the front. And that's it. Push that in. Twist the head around. And then you got these rubber things that are a little... I don't know what they used for this. I want to say this was Zero Kaiser. Could have been Altatron. There were a couple different guys that were making stuff kind of like this. But I don't actually know who made what. So I apologize for that. And then I believe this part just sits back here. And then you can kind of push this up to give her that. That's it. And we'll just slap her back together while I've got it in memory. So twist again, because this is how they're going to come in alt mode, I guess, best way to put that. This part twists back up. I'm going to push this up until this clicks in. And this part clicks forward. Clickety click, click, click. Now here's the wonkiest part. So you may find a better way to do this. Do whatever works for you. This is just what I found. It seems to work pretty well for this one. Is to get it kind of like that in the center where this peg piece is pointing forward. And we, of course, push those back up and flip that back down, down, and so on and so forth. And these don't click together like the Prowl would have back then, because these are, as I said, customs. So we got to kind of deal with what we can deal with here. So try to get it like that as much as you can. It'll match this side pretty well. And that's it. There's no kickstand, no way to hold her up, really, unfortunately. That is how that is. So for Chromia, she is one of the easier of them. I think that's probably the easiest one. It just kind of fiddles together. Chromia is a little different. You're going to have to do this, and I cannot figure out another way to do it, but it is actually pop this arm completely off and pull it out. I want to say that's what the person who made this told me to. They said, hey, you're just going to have to do that. Little parts formery, but it is also ingenious how they did this. So we fold this part. So you see this? This is one solid piece that does not get disconnected. This is where it gets a little weird. So you got to pop that out and then pull the entire body through, leaving the head up. It's a little difficult. Head's out. That's down. And this part slides right into there. This part kind of just hangs out above because that's how the design was. And then, luckily these are on ball joints, which was the custom at the time. And just pop that back on. Unfortunately, no way I figured out how to do it without popping that off and on. Pop that back in there. Pop that out. Then we kind of just slide it all back into place. Head down. There you go. That's it. So that's pretty easy. This is where it gets a little more difficult again. So you have to pull this so that the gun is not out. Looks a little like that. And we will push this down. Oh shoot, I forgot to twist that. So this part's got to be twisted so it's like that. Same on this side. Luckily these are still pretty motion. They move pretty well. Pop that down. And this is kind of how it's going to have to sit with, this is supposed to sit right there. So there's no way I could figure out how to get this to go in there without being a problem. So I just slide it in here. Push this back. Oop, a little too far. Pull this out. Snap it back in there. As long as you don't press on this part, you're okay. Alexa, turn on fan to 100. Alexa, there. It has to happen same time every day. All right. So there you go. Chromia is done. You're going to see flaking. You're going to see stuff like that. This part did pop off. Luckily, it is not terrible to fix for whatever this one's called. So we pull her arm out and we push it down just like the other two. There. Pull this arm out. Good old ball joints. So I said, I'm not too worried about it because you will pull that ball joint off 60 times on your own. No problem. This is probably the most fiddly. This is only a rubber piece that kind of fits like a connector, so don't worry too much if that falls out. You can open up the hands like so. I feel like, I don't know what was going on here. This hand felt really weird when I was messing with it. Yeah. Then we pop this out just like you would a prowl. It kind of just folds into place. Right. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little peg in there that goes. Well, we're gonna leave it off because that felt scary. I don't want to break this anymore. And I didn't even do much pressure here. It just glues right there. It's custom. That's how it works sometimes. There's no way to do the transformation any easier, I think. That's probably it. And then we'll just put her back in here. I think the problem was that I tried pulling this back and it's kind of just supposed to stay right about there. So once it folds down, it should be okay to cover that. Real bonehead move. It happens sometimes. So we're going to push this back up like that so that it clears this thing. Don't want to put any pressure on that. There. And then we're going to fold this piece back. Twist it back around. Fold the hands down. Fold that back out. This was weird because I think that, yeah, this piece goes in the middle. Try to get that as centered as we can. Not having too much issues here. Oh yeah, you can then pull the hand back up, twist. Come on. There. No, oh, that was just a snap. There. Thought I broke another piece. Nope. It was just a snap. Because I think these are like the exhausts. Right there. And I'll just glue that back on and it'll be right as rain. Yeah, it's not supposed to do a lot of, it doesn't snap down. It's a completely different part than the other two. So, I don't know what they got that from. Probably an oil slick, I'd assume, from that same series. Kind of stinks that the head doesn't go down any further, but whatever. Not worried about it. That's probably why they use this piece. It just kind of clicks right up there. We'll get that glued, and hope you enjoyed this when that time comes to open it. And you know what? Maybe you can probably, let's try that. Ooh, no glue on the bed. Let's try this. Just for S's and G's here. So it might work. So yeah, we're definitely gonna try this. As we pop every arm off. 16 times, there you go. Twist this around and see if that works. That might actually make it fit a little bit. Yep, that might work a little better. It also may not work better. We'll find out, I guess. Where the hell? Oh, they're here. I'm like, where'd that part go? Oh, this part's supposed to fold up. That's why I'm like, what? There we go. Good. And hey, I'm going to say this. If you ever plan on doing something like this, don't. Well, I'll save you the trouble. Just do your own little thing. Don't try to have like 18 people send it, because that was the whole reason why it all fell apart to begin with, was because no one was sending their stuff on time, and I was supposed to have these things done in a certain amount of time, and it just didn't work out. So, nope, we're going to have to undo that, because it's got to be the other way. Thought I'd try something snazzy, and that isn't going to work. But I would much rather I do this and be able to fix it if there's a problem than have someone else try it and break it and be a whole other issue. All right, why is this not folding down now? Oh, it's because these aren't. So see, these have to be out to be able to spin it. Now it spins super easy. Look at that. Let's twist her back. Twist his head back around. There. So yeah, head's got to be up on this one. I kind of thought that it was going to go down further, but it must have just been, nope, that's a negative. That is a negatory. All right. Popped off another ball joint. This is also why I stopped doing custom transformers, by the way, because I saw other people and how they were doing it and realized that no matter what we do, there's no perfect way to do this. And the actual other thing is that Hasbro started stepping up and actually making good action figures. I can't say that they've made the best in the last few years, but they're making better than they were. Definitely better, because they're getting characters out there that are just weird and stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's something like this is how it's supposed to look. I'll glue this piece back on. Shouldn't take too long to dry. And then I am headed to TFCon Toronto tomorrow morning. Hope to see you there.